Hello, everybody, and welcome to part four and the final part to the new moon and solar eclipse in Sagittarius. Um, all right, so we left off at Neptune, 20 degrees Pisces. All right, so as we know, Neptune is finally stationing direct at this degree. So Neptune is mysteries. It's here, but it's not here. It's in the forefront, but it's not. And when planets go direct, it's like things are moving forward. So this degree reads: a perfect black cube sits alone in the desert. Isolation, uniqueness that becomes separative and self-referential. Exquisitely designed to be only a certain way and not any other way. So mysteries moving forward in regards to quarantine because we're talking about isolation. So it's starting to stick out like a sore thumb. Um, why we're being quarantined and nothing else. The questions arise. Hold on a second. Alrighty. Preserved against rust. The next line says, preserved against rust and corrosion, maintaining standards, priorities, what seems to be given. Yet something is wrong. It is true, all lies within, and turning yourself into what you're not is ultimately absurd. But you're not listening, not paying attention to the subtle clues. So, are we being prepped for something? Because this is talking about preservation and maintaining priorities and what seems to be given. So we're being um, and we're also being told to do things like be given vaccinations. So what is this supposed to lead up to? This is what Neptune is going to be asking us. So the next line says, you are so intent upon self-consistency that you have tuned far too much in the process. We as a collective got so lost in routine that we didn't even see ourselves become so vulnerable. And the next line says, and this shall call forth lessons and hard experiences to crack you open again and give you a chance to discover afresh what can be when nothing is assumed and nobody has set anything up ahead of time. So it sounds like a slice of an open wound. When you least expect it, when you can't escape from it. And Neptune is escapism. So to me, it sounds like the mark of the beast. And I'm just going to say that straight up. So, which brings us to Chiron, which is the wounded healer at 8 degrees Aries. So, the title of this degree is A Lizard Dressed in Blue Satin and Pointed Shoes. Entertainment, spectacle, self-exteriorization. I am a lovable object, taking on the roles of fun and frolic. So the wounded healer is a hard lesson that strikes a chord within you, right? So this degree is all about the glitz, the glam, entertainment, attention. So I know what this is about, straight up. I know what this is about, and I'm going to be straight up about this again. This is about the promotion of the vaccinations, using in the entertainment industry, using it to tell us this is the right thing to do. And if you want to be human and do all of these things like fun and frolic, right? So the collective is going to look back at all of this as if, wow, we got baited into this by them using, let's say, clout or our interests against us. And because what have we been watching while we are in isolation? So with the desire and intention to get away with a series of extravagant ruses. You are absolutely fascinated by the extent to which nobody can catch you at your favorite game, the juicy portrayal of what everyone wants to see, devoid of conscience or ethic. So, and the fact that they didn't care while making it seem like they do changes us. Superficiality gets thrown out the window because it's going to hurt us, the collective, that much. Which brings us to the ascendant 20 degrees Aries, an empty courtyard, nothing left, reality shattered, self obliterated, the familiar rendered irrelevant. Apocalyptic changes, personal and collective take over. No being, only action. You become a projectile of intent. Literally identify with what you can do now. You feel compelled to dare, pushed over the edge, no going back. Destiny as a frenzy, yielding to the role of purging, cleansing, and cleansing agent of changes. You were unable to wiggle out of anything ever again. So, after everything the collective feels and realizes, we are never going to go, we are never going to let ourselves go through this again. So, the feeling of being trapped, or even letting us be literally trapped. Um, and before, in all the videos, of all the pandemic videos that I've done, it felt the hesitancy of the collective when it came to the unknown because of the abuse for one, but for two, it's the dependence. And and that's all completely gone now after reading this. Um, and Uranus 11 degrees Taurus also says this, but I don't want to like repeat the whole degree. Um, but it's also highlighting um, to expect so much eccentric, new, innovative, no longer basic future from now on because we did that or we're going to do that. We're going to um, go through so much change because of us alone, not needing anybody because we truly wanted it. And so Uranus 11 degrees Taurus is saying, yeah, imagine the future because the future can be anything now because of our own power as a collective and it's our own right. So I thought it was really beautiful and it's a lot shorter than I thought it would be, but I really liked it. And I hope you guys liked it too. With that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this series of videos. Um, and I will see you hopefully for the next one, the full moon pandemic edition. All right. Bye, guys.